This is CNN Breaking News.
And we do have breaking news. Ozzy Osbourne, founding father of British heavy metal, the frontman for Black Sabbath, and a reality TV luminary, has died after a years-long struggle with Parkinson's disease.
Yeah, dies at the age of 76, just weeks after performing a farewell show. CNN's Stephanie Elam has more on his life and musical legacy.
He was called the Prince of Darkness. And for half a century, British musician Ozzy Osbourne rocked heavy metal fans worldwide. As frontman for Black Sabbath, Osbourne's charisma and wildness on and off the stage
Had I known it was a real battle, I would never have bitten into it.
transcended music and made him a cultural phenomenon.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Born in Birmingham, England in 1948, John Ozzy Osbourne left school at 15 and found inspiration after hearing the Beatles on the radio.
I can remember the first time I heard She Loves You. That changed my life because I thought, that's what I want to do.
Osbourne became lead vocalist of the band that would become Black Sabbath in 1968 and pioneered a daring, genre-defining new sound. The heavy guitar and riff-based albums Black Sabbath and Paranoid captivated audiences in 1970. As Black Sabbath's fame exploded, so did Osbourne's hell-raising behavior. He was fired from Black Sabbath for drug and alcohol abuse in 1979. Those same issues broke up Osbourne's first marriage and followed him for decades.
Have you been tempted to go back to the drug usage?
All the time. I mean, when you're a drug addict, you don't stop being a drug addict because you stop taking them.
But Sharon Arden, the daughter of Black Sabbath's manager, helped get him back on his feet and encouraged him to go solo. Osbourne's debut single, Crazy Train, got the singer back on the rails. Ozzy and Sharon married in 1982, and Sharon managed his career for the rest of his life. Their love was on full display to an entirely new audience in the 2002 MTV reality series, The Osbournes. Ozzy's dry, at times unintelligible humor and relatable parenting challenges endeared him to millions. And the fly-on-the-wall look at the Osbournes' expletive-laden daily life shot the family to fame. After years of speculation about his health, Osbourne revealed his Parkinson's disease diagnosis in an interview with Good Morning America in 2020. But Osbourne was committed to making more music, and 3 years later, he won 2 Grammys for his album Patient Number 9, bringing his Grammy total to 5. Osbourne reunited with his bandmates over the years to record their last album, 13, and for Black Sabbath's final The End concert tour in 2016. Osbourne made over 20 albums and is among the elite group inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice. From Prince of Darkness to reality TV show Dad, Ozzy Osbourne was a man, a myth, and a legend.
Joining us now, CNN's Lisa Respers France and entertainment journalist Segun Oduolowu. Good to have you both on. And Lisa, he was 76 years old. It was just weeks ago he had this farewell tour, performed with some of his own bandmates from Black Sabbath. It was a charity event, interestingly for Parkinson's, among other causes, given that he himself had announced his battle with Parkinson's. What do we know about how he passed away, and what does his family say?
The family says that he was surrounded by love. He's been ill for quite some time, and he did not look to be in great shape when he did his show just a couple weeks ago. People were talking about how ill he looked. But the family has come around him. They've been celebrating all types of, moments with him. His daughter Kelly just got engaged right after he did his show. And so, they were really leaning into spending time with him. And we got to see Ozzy, enjoy that engagement.
Yeah. And Segun, let's talk a little bit about his legacy, because I think he was already kind of singular, and then he had this mass appeal from the show the reality show that his family did, and everyone was sort of introduced to him in a different way.
Yeah, that's a great point. The Osbournes became like a modern day Addams family, right? Where you saw Ozzy humanized, the Prince of Darkness, the heavy metal god that people were used to, biting the heads off bats or doing insane stuff on stage and pyrotechnics. The Osbournes made him just a father trying to figure out the remote and deal with his children. Like, the honeymooners saying, that Sharon, that call that he had on the show, like, it became synonymous with the Ozzy that a later generation got to know. And through the reality show, I remember Headbangers Ball on MTV, and you would rush home from school and listen to, his Ultimate Sin album that had, all of this incredible music that, if you're a hip hop fan, Crazy Train was sampled by Little John. Like, there are all of these aspects of Ozzy that interweave throughout music and pop culture that resonate and make him such a beloved figure. So from where he was and where he came from to what we finally have lost, it's such an incredible arc of a very talented musician with a signature voice, but who also had the ability to humanize and laugh at himself. So he will definitely be missed.
Yeah, in the family statement, we just want to read here, it is with more sadness than mere words can convey that we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away. This morning, he was with his family and surrounded by love. We ask everyone to respect our family privacy at this time. This is a sad loss. He went out on a high note after that concert, certainly. And
he was with us for decades, right? I mean, he was an icon of the 70s, right? Black Sabbath, hard rock, and then to sort of be resurrected in this new era in the 2000s with the Osbournes and still performing right up until, well, sadly, the final weeks of his life.
That's right. Shagun, thank you so much. Lisa, thank you.
Yeah,
He'll still be. Oh, sorry, go on, Shagun.
Can I just tell people to go back and listen to his old... Yeah, I just want people to go back and listen to his albums from the 80s. I want them to listen to songs like Shot in the Dark and Killer of Giants. And the Ozzy after Black Sabbath, the solo Ozzy that was also, again, inducted into the Hall of Fame. I want you to just listen to the power of his voice. We talk about a Freddie Mercury and how how singular that voice is. But for heavy metal, for rock and roll, Ozzy Osbourne, I put him right up there with that unique level of voice and a supreme talent. I just invite our viewers to go back and listen to his solo albums, that young Ozzy in the 80s. The voice held through the entire career. So again, one of my favorites. I just hope the viewers will go back and listen to his work.
We really appreciate that, Shagun, because his legacy is going to live on through his music. I appreciate the recommendations. It's Iron Man and Crazy Train that gets played in my car with my kids. They love it. And that is going to continue for so many people.
In Crazy Train is
nothing better.
It's
nothing
memorable.
better. Heavy metal icon Ozzy Osbourne passing away at 76.